Didn't warn you. Donald Trump is lining up yet another yes man, this time to replace the FBI director. Last night, Trump announced he will nominate Kash Patel, a 2020 election denier, to lead the FBI. Now, Patel is a MAGA loyalist lacking serious experience in federal law enforcement. But why should that stop him? He's obsessed with a so-called deep state that doesn't even exist, and has called for a purge of any FBI agent perceived to be a Trump enemy. Now, we should mention Trump is hiring for a job that's not really open. Trump hired current FBI Director Christopher Wray during his first term after he fired James Comey. Wray's 10-year term should not end until August of 2027, unless, of course, he gets fired when Trump enters office in 2026. Or 4 or 5. Joining us now, Tara Palmieri, senior political correspondent for Puck News. We really appreciate Tara being here. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good morning, Tara. So we've heard Kash Patel's name bandied about for a long time now. Tell us how this decision came together.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was inevitable that Kash Patel was going to get a senior position within the administration. Donald Trump mused about making him FBI director in his final days in the White House as well. It was just a matter of whether to give him a position that required confirmation or not, because he already has a pretty tall order with some of the people that he's asking the Senate to confirm. And that's, Tulsi Gabbard, who has visited with Assad, who's on a no-fly list, has a favorable view of Putin. Pete Hegseth, accused of sexually assaulting a woman, something he denied, but a new letter came out from his mother calling him an abuser. And so also, obviously, Robert F. Kennedy. And so he's just adding another person to a piling list of very difficult people for the Senate to swallow and to confirm. And really, these nominations can be tanked by just 4 votes. And you've got people like Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, even Mitch McConnell, and possibly the new senator from Utah, John Curtis, taking Mitt Romney's seat, who might be just willing to tank those things. So he's just added another person. And I question why he's using so much political capital right now on these positions. And I think, whatever happens, Kash Patel will probably find a prominent position within the White House or the administration, even if it's not confirmable. But I think this one is going to be very difficult to confirm.
So, Tara,
Matt Gaetz difficult.
Yeah, the key thing I think to understand is that Donald Trump values political capital very differently than most folks in Washington, D.C. It is a commodity